Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you joining us for a little basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. You take a look at Utah.
And the first one, they really didn't bring their A game. They're well aware of that and hope to flip the script.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a chance for them to make a statement tonight. They're looking to bounce back and answer back.
And Clark. One thing this Rockets team is known for is their ferocity on the backboards.
Yeah, they were terrific retrieving their own misses, and they played with a grit and a toughness that I thought belied the team's youth, and that's a good foundation to build on. You've got tough-minded young players that are only going to get better. Keep an eye on this Rockets team.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's Collier. Pass to Sarr. Here's Collier. DeSumo outside. 6 to shoot. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And Caro no good. On the wing, Mitchell. Double team on Mitchell. Here's Carter. Rejected by Barnes.
Erasing the shot. Barnes saw it coming and gets there to knock it away.
To the inside. And stolen by Bancaro. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Bancaro outside. Tries the spin move. Utah with the rebound. From deep, Mitchell. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Here's Bancaro. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Releases. Avdia can't get it to go.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too. He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Right side, Mitchell. Robbed. And Caro with it. Avdia picks him up. Pass to DeSumo. That's good. And it's Bancaro with the assist. DeSumo's got his second basket on the night. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
The Rockets lead by 4. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Bancaro is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Jazz trail by 6. Pass to Garza. Here's Murphy. Hits a three-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
To the middle. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Just bouncing off contact. Sarr, man, 2 points the hard way.
It's stolen. Pass to Collier. Houston working the ball around. To the paint. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Brian?
He can heat up in a hurry. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Garza. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And the defense, they have to honor Mitchell as a scorer. And when they do, it just opens up the passing lanes. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simon's progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
He's about as calm as you can be at the stripe. Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
They kick it out to Murray. Fires in the triple.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Domination in the first quarter.
22.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Rockets here, they've really been putting on a show.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Simons. Jacks up a three. And Houston another three.
3 points.
And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Out to Simons. 4-3. Knocks down the long J. Simons got 8.
Man, this is why you want Simons on the floor. I mean, he can really stretch it. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
The Rockets lead by 14. Puts the move on. Outside Brogdon. And Houston, another three.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
no doubt Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Pass to Jackson. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Morant. Fantastic finish inside by Morant.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Here's Brogdon. Garza grabs the board. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 13. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Isaiah Jackson. Utah shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Clock at 6. Oh! Brogdon rising up for the flush.
Brogdon with the throwdown. He was not going to be denied there.
Pass to Shireman. Utah with another miss. The Rockets lead by 12. Here's Brogdon. Shireman grabs the board. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Simons outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Pass to Furphy. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
Substitution for your Jazz. Number 45.
On defense, Houston. 17 points was their biggest margin.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's Shireman missing. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Shireman. Great D that time from Murray.
Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
Back to Thibault. The three. Gets the three to... fall. Thibault's got his second bucket on the night.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Mitchell misses. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And it's Simons missing. Jazz trail by 15. Donovan Mitchell on the attack. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And it's Shireman missing.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mitchell. Good work defensively by Thibault.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
That'll do it for the first half. Rockets ahead, up by 15. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at, finding ways to get his guys good shots. Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Mitchell with the ball. DeSumo picks him up. Shot is good by Gillespie.
Over his career, Mitchell has developed his playmaking for others, a great skill to have.
The kick out to Banchero. Banchero on the take. Avdia pulls it in. Jazz trail by 11. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, a big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. BA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. They get it again. Here's Queen. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing. The 3 from Barnes. Houston with another miss. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 9-point game. It's Barnes. Pass to DeSumo. They grab their own miss. That one is off.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
Shot is good by Gillespie.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Avdia, right side. Shot clock at 6. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Utah foul.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Team foul. Now into the lineup.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Banchero. Back to Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Just an electrifying style on the court for John Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
It's Sarr with a drive. Pass to Collier. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Banchero drives. The shot, no good.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up. Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Inside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Banchero in the post. Utah grabs the miss. 1:50 left to play in the third. Morant uses the glass on the layup. And it's now only a 5-point Houston lead.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Sarr using all of his length and athleticism to tell this league that he has arrived. A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Gillespie. No good on the triple. Houston leading by 7. Outside Barnes. The kick out to Banchero. For 3, Collier drops in the 3.
3 points.
Collier's got 8 here in this quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
An all-out hustle from Barnes, running the floor to get the bucket.
Oh, a bomb from John.
He got the room he needed and knocked it down. That's a quality shot.
Pass to Collier. "17 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Barnes. Now Morant. And so it's the Houston Rockets. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Houston has possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Here's Murphy. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Matisse Thybulle. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Pass to Gillespie. Takes a 3. He drops it from range.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Now here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
And here's Simons. Fires the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. For the Jazz, gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. 4 on the clock. Ooh, Brogdon getting inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Houston leading by 14. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The offensive rebound. Murray for three. Can't hit that one.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
On the wing, Mitchell. Off the outside. The three is up. Counted from distance.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Pass to Dosunmu. Now Banchero. Fires it from 14. It's good.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Mitchell. Takes it inside. Oh, no good on the layup. Here's Barnes. Fires the three. Cleared away by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 13. Here's Collier. Driving in. Barnes outside. Carter rips down the board. The Jazz on offense. Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
Defensively, you know Mitchell wants to get to the rim. You play it that way, and he pulls the string on you.
He's off from three. For the Jazz, this one not looking good. Oh, he misses the layup. And it's the Rockets with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Barnes outside. Outside Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. 18 feet out. Abdia rips down the board. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. And there's the screen. He launches. Rebounded by Sarr.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Houston leading by 10.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Rockets.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
Power is home! Barnes. A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Isaiah Collier.
And so Houston takes this one by a